A very good morning to all my dear students. I hope you all are well. Welcome to the e-learning platform. Today in this video we are going to cover our lesson number 2, that is memory and storage. So before starting the chapter, let's first discuss the contents of the chapter. So the first topic that we are going to study in this chapter is what is memory. Second, the types of computer memory. Third, the internal memory. Fourth, the external memory. And at the last, we have to study the difference between external and internal memory. Now let's proceed with our very first topic, that is what is memory. Children, we all know that our computer stores all its data and instructions in its storage space, which is known as memory. Okay, and our computer memory consists of many storage locations that have unique addresses, and whatever data the computer it stores in the form of binary digits, and the binary digits, it consists of two numbers, that is 0 and 1, where 0 denotes the off state and 1 denotes the on state. Okay, and the byte is a unit of measurement of computer memory. Okay, and 1 byte is equivalent to 8 bits, or you can say a set of 8 bits is called a byte. Okay, now just have a look at the unit of measurement of computer memory, children. So here the chart is given. Okay, so as I told you, 8 bits is equivalent to 1 byte. Another unit of measurement is like 1024 byte is equivalent to 1 kilobyte, that is 1 KB. 1024 kilobyte equal to 1 megabyte. 1024 megabyte is equal to 1 gigabyte. 1024 gigabyte equal to 1 terabyte. 1024 terabyte equal to 1 petabyte. 1024 petabyte equal to 1 exabyte. 1024 exabyte equal to 1 zettabyte. 1024 zettabyte equal to 1 yottabyte. Okay, so these all are the unit of measurements of computer memory. Now next we are going to study about the types of computer memory. So children, basically there are two types of computer memory. The first one is the internal memory, which is also known as primary memory. Second one is external memory, which is also known as secondary memory. Then this primary memory is further divided into two parts. The first one is RAM and second one is ROM. Okay, and the examples of secondary memory is CD or DVD, hard disk, flash drive. Okay, so now we have to study about these two types of memory one by one. So the very first memory is internal memory. Now what is internal memory, children? As I told you, internal memory, it is also known as the primary memory. Okay, and it is also known as the main memory of a computer system. Okay, and it is a type of memory that is in a form of silicon chips. Okay, and it is fixed where? It is fixed on the electronic circuit board that is known as motherboard. Okay, and this internal memory is further divided into two types. The first one is RAM and second one is ROM. Now we need to understand the difference between RAM and ROM. Okay, so first one is RAM. First of all, children, RAM, it stands for random access memory. Okay, RAM, it stands for random access memory. Okay, and it is a type of memory in which the information is stored for temporary use. Okay, in this the information is stored temporarily. Second point is, children, the information, whatever information you are storing in RAM will be lost when the power supply is cut off, okay, or when your computer is switched off. Okay, that is why we say that RAM is a volatile memory. Okay, now next is ROM. First of all, it stands for read only memory. Okay, second point is, in this the information is stored permanently during the manufacturing process. Okay, and the third point is, in this the data remains intact even if the power supply is switched off. That is why we say that ROM is a non volatile memory. Okay, so the differences are, children, that RAM, it stands for random access memory. ROM, it stands for read only memory. Second point is, RAM, it is a temporary memory. ROM, it is a permanent memory. Third point for RAM is the data is erased when the power supply is switched off. That is why it is known as volatile memory. And in case of ROM, the data remains intact even if the power supply is switched off. Okay, now next, children, we have to study about external memory. External memory, as I told you, is also known as secondary memory or auxiliary memory. Okay, and it is a type of memory which is used to store the data for future use, or you can say, if you want to store the data for longer period of time, in that case we use the external memory. Okay, and why this external memory is needed? It is needed because the internal storage of computer is very insufficient to store the large amount of data. That is why there is a need of secondary memory. Now some of the examples of external or secondary memory is like hard disk, compact disk, DVD, pen drive, okay, memory card. These all are examples of external memory. Okay, so examples, as I told you, hard disk, compact disk, digital versatile disk, flash drive, Blu-ray disk, multimedia card. Okay, so what is hard disk, children? Hard disk is the main storage device for computer. Okay, what is hard disk? Hard disk is a main storage device for computers. Okay, and this hard disk is fixed inside the CPU cabinet and it contains all the software and data. Okay, and the size of hard disk is 16 TB, means the hard disk can store up to 16 terabyte of data. Okay, now next is compact disk. Now what is compact disk? Compact disk is an optical storage device. Okay, and how a compact disk look like? It is a thin circular disk with a reflective metal coating. Okay, and the storage capacity of compact disk is 700 MB. Okay, and the size of compact disk in inches is, it is 4.7 inch. Okay, so compact disk, it is an optical storage medium which is capable of storing around 700 MB of data, and it can store the whole um, text, graphics, sound, images and videos. Okay, next is digital versatile disk, that is DVD. It is also an optical storage device. Okay, and it is capable of storing around 400 GB to 17 GB of data. It is means it is the storage capacity of DVD is much more as compared to the compact disk. Like compact disk was capable of storing only 700 MB of data, but digital versatile disk, it is capable of storing 4.1 to 17 GB of data. Okay, and in case of DVD, you can store the data and record the movies with high video and sound quality. Okay, now next is flash drive. Flash drive is popularly known as, children, pen drive. Okay, you all are aware of pen drive. Okay, so pen drive, it is also known as flash drive. And what are the advantages of using this flash drive is that it is a plug and play device which is used for copying the data from one computer to another computer. Okay, that is why we say that a pen drive, it is a portable device, because in this easily we can copy the data from one computer to another computer. Okay, and it is very much smaller in size, lighter in weight, removable as well as rewritable. Okay, and the storage capacity of flash drive is up to 1 TB. Okay, that is 1 terabyte. Now next is Blu-ray disc. Blu-ray disc, children, it is also an optical storage disc. Okay, and it offers you more than 5 times the storage capacity of traditional DVDs. Okay, it offers more than 5 times the storage capacity of traditional DVDs. Okay, and it is capable of storing up to 25 GB on its single side and 50 GB on its dual side. Okay, now next is multimedia card. Multimedia card, children, it is also known as memory card. Okay, and it is a small storage card which is of a size of a postage stamp. Okay, and where we use this multimedia card, it is used in digital cameras and smartphones. Okay, and the storage capacity of multimedia cards range from 32 megabyte to 128 gigabyte. Okay, so these all are the examples of secondary memory. Now let's see the recap of the chapter. A computer stored all its data and instructions in its storage space, which is known as memory, as I told you. Next, internal and external memory. Internal memory is what? It is also known as main memory. Okay, and it is in a form of silicon chips that is fixed on an electronic circuit board. Okay, another is external memory. As I told you, it is also known as secondary memory, and it is used for storing the information for longer period of time. Okay, and the examples of storage devices are like hard disk, CD, DVD, flash drive, multimedia card. Then flash drive is a plug and play device used for copying and moving the data from one computer to another. Okay, so now this brings us to the end of the chapter, children. I hope everyone has understood the chapter. Thank you so much.